And now it's time to talk about hate hoaxes, but since I didn't play this graphic before, I really want to play it now. $81 million votes, everyone.
Leave it up to red carpet.
Corn Pop is a bad dude.
What is she doing? Come on, man.
You ain't black.
Oh, God.
You know, that really does work very well going into this, doesn't it? You ain't black. Hate hoax. Turns out that a white KKK member making racially motivated threats to burn down houses and kill neighbors turns out to be a black woman. Shocker.
I'm not shocked.
Big.
There's been so many hate
shock.
hoaxes.
Big shock.
Get the out of here. And whatever happened to that douchebag in Chicago?
Smollett?
Yeah.
Smollett.
He got like a free, he got a pass. What a that guy.
Well, I don't know. Did he get a pass or did the industry just cover for him?
I don't know.
You know?
Either way, if he's not, he wasn't prosecuted as far as I know.
No, he wasn't. And they're never going to do that. As long as Kim Fox is in pen power over there in Chicago, they won't do that.
I mean, it just goes to show you that systemic racism that you hear about from Hollywood celebrities and the same billionaires that the leftoids claim to hate. Oh, yeah. It doesn't exist because this is what you hear more about. People trying to make others believe that it's a problem.
You know, they're losing the contest here when you have to pad your stats with fake shit.
Yeah. Well, first of all, like race relations between 2000 and 2005 were probably the best they've ever been. Now, moving forward, with all of the Antifa and BLM, it's causing the polarization. And if this thing gets nasty, it'll take us another 100 years to get back to where we were in 2000.
I don't know. I'm not saying that you're wrong.
That's okay. You can say, fuck you, Pop, you're wrong. I'll be like, okay.
Well, fuck you anyway. But I don't think that you're wrong. What I think, if you look at the shit that's going down on the Chinese communist app, TikTok, there are so many, I can't count, in the thousands, black people, men and women, that are coming on talking about we don't want this. And whites that are reciprocating, we don't want this. And they're being viewed by hundreds of millions of people.
I hope so. I literally hope we can get back to the 2000, 2005 levels without having, a bunch of crazy happen. I don't want that to happen. All right? Just to be straight. But I just speak the truth. And what my gut is telling me is what my gut tells me.
I just think I feel the same way in certain respects. I just think that it's going to be the people that are incredibly easily influenced. The people that want that type of carnage, and it's not to say that there aren't a few 100,000 of them out there, because there is.
There's always a bunch of crazy
There's always a bunch of crazy bastards out there that are seeking to divide and conquer. And the race hustle is chief amongst divide and conquer, right next to religion.
Okay, yeah.
That's true enough.
Fair enough.
It's quite pathetic how easily some people fall for it.
Sure.
Well, the thing is those people who fall for it are the same people who would have turned in Anne Frank during the Nazi times.
Yeah, pretty much. And we're seeing that now more than ever with certain mandates. Just going and hanging out with your buds.
If you're one of those
not
people,
talking about anything we're not allowed to talk about here or anything.
Newsom.
If you're one of those people who narcs people out, congratulations, you turned in Anne Frank.
Yep.
Or you put a big bullseye on you too, because when does go south, sympathizers, in my estimation, will be shown no mercy.
Yep.
Yeah, there is that as well.
No mercy.
Yeah.
Oh, and this was just one of two hate hoaxes. This first one here took place in Georgia, looks like. A Georgia neighborhood was terrorized by a person claiming to be a white male of the KKK. However, police now say that the person making racially motivated threats to burn down houses and kill people is actually a black woman. This started last December. Residents of the Brookmont subdivision of Douglasville began receiving radically charged letters in their mailboxes. The handwritten notes claimed to be from a 6-foot-tall white male with a long red beard. Okay, and they really didn't know it was bullshit from go with that?
They forgot to tell you that he had a battle axe and a goddamn Viking helmet. You know,
This is insane. The notes threatened to burn their houses down and kill them and said they didn't belong in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
The notes, which used the N-word and talked about hanging people, received by at least 7 black residents in the suburb about 25 miles from Atlanta. And of course, because it's current year, the Douglasville Police Department went to door to check doorbell cameras and gather whatever information they could from residents.
Jesus.
Okay, now this whole KKK thing. Listen, the KKK was a significant force in this country from the end of the Civil War to roughly 1930, right before World War II.
Democrats, sorry.
Yeah, and it was completely formed, protected, and ran by Democrats.
It was the militaristic arm of the Democratic Party used
still
to
is.
enforce Jim
Yeah.
Crow
They
laws on the
just
ground.
call it something else.
At
now.
no time did the Republican Party ever endorse the KKK or anything they believe in or do.
Nope.
That has never happened.
But the party switched sides, Pop.
Listen, that they just say that for the weak-minded imbeciles, the sheeple in the middle, to get
Yeah.
them moved to their side. That never happened. The KKK today is nothing compared to what it used to be.
No.
It's literally a boogeyman.
Yep.
It is. Now,
do
do
they
they
have?
have rallies? Of course.
Well, just
you
like,
know who 1,200 people showed up to like a national rally. That's nothing.
no.
I mean, literally, it's just like, oh, only 1,200?
Trump could get those numbers in his sleep last minute.
If he was handing out
In a
cheeseburgers,
hurricane.
1,200 people would show up for one.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, give me a break.
I'm just telling you, this whole KKK thing is this boogeyman talk now.
Well, the whole thing with far-right extremism is nothing but a boogeyman, and we proved it when we completely debunked the stats as they're being pushed in the media. Because they're
absolutely
taking far-left crimes and they're reclassifying them as far-right.
But that's not the media doing that. That's the actual people who are tracking this violence.
Oh, the bipartisan think tanks,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
The
Yeah.
SPLC, the ADL, they're all bought and paid for.
Yeah,
They're all
and
in
they've
the
all
f***ing bag.
sued for all kinds of shit they've done that was not above board.
Yeah. But the FDA would never be a part of anything like that, right? I mean, they would never be, but they would never be accepting money from companies that they're supposed to regulate, right?
Right.
Oh, don't
I
say
believe-
things like that.
How dare you?
It's
I
incorrect.
believe that's an equation that you just said for corruption.
How dare you!
Hey, my favorite sloped head. Oh,
That's stupid.
Watch Grunt Speak live Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll do the same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. Narf!